2 a.m. again. The room is dark except for the light from your screen. Everybody else is asleep. The world feels silent, but your mind doesn't. Your thoughts feel louder at night for some reason. Regrets hit harder. Small problems suddenly feel impossible to escape. And somehow, without even noticing, you are here again, staring at a clock that says 2:13 a.m., hoping it's earlier than it actually is. You tell yourself, just one more video. Then suddenly, another hour disappears. That's the terrifying part, not the late night itself, the repetition. Because eventually, a person can get used to almost anything, even slowly destroying themselves. You ever feel your stomach drop late at night because you already know tomorrow is ruined? You already know you are going to wake up exhausted again, delay things again, waste another morning again, but somehow you still keep scrolling anyway. That feeling is becoming normal for millions of people. There is a psychology phenomenon called revenge bedtime procrastination. Researchers discovered that people who feel emotionally drained, stressed, or powerless during the day often stay awake late at night, trying to reclaim a sense of freedom. Think about how sad that really is. Some people sacrifice their sleep because nighttime is the only part of life that feels like it belongs to them. That's why 2 a.m. feels emotional. The distractions get quieter. Notifications slow down. The world stops moving for a while. And suddenly, you are left alone with yourself. That's when certain thoughts show up. The goals you abandoned. The habits quietly destroying your confidence. The uncomfortable awareness that time is moving faster than you expected. At 2 a.m., memories feels heavier. A text message feels deeper. Loneliness feels louder. Even your future starts feeling scary. And the worst part, most people don't realize how much their environment controls them. There's a reason casinos almost never have clocks or windows. Psychologists discovered that when people lose awareness of time, self-control weakens. Hours disappear faster. Decisions become emotional. Reality becomes blurry. Now think about your phone. Infinite scrolling, endless stimulation. Algorithms designed to keep your brain awake longer than your body wants to be. And suddenly, it's 2 a.m. again. Not because you are weak, because modern life is designed to keep people distracted, overstimulated, emotionally exhausted, and disconnected from themselves. Some people haven't experienced true silence in years. Every uncomfortable feeling gets escaped immediately. Phone, music, videos, scrolling, anything to avoid sitting alone with their thoughts for too long. But your life changes the moment you stop learning from yourself. There is an old story about monks who practiced sitting silently for hours with no distraction at all. Most people imagine peace when they hear that, but many monks describe the beginning as torture because silence forces confrontation. It forces you to meet the vision of yourself you have been avoiding. Modern life makes escape effortlessly. That's why so many people feel mentally exhausted while doing almost nothing meaningful. And honestly, late nights reveal who people are becoming, because your future is built in invisible moments. The nights where you choose discipline over impulse. The nights where you finally close the app. The nights where you stop negotiating with habits, quietly destroying your life. People think self-respect comes from achievement. A lot of the time, it comes from keeping promises to yourself. That's why breaking your own routines hurts more than people realize. Your mind notices every time you say, I'll sleep early tonight. Then don't. Eventually, you stop trusting yourself. And that damage spreads into everything. Your focus weakens. Your discipline fades. Your confidence slowly disappears. Not all at once. Quietly. There's a reason elite athletes protect sleep almost obsessively. Recovery affects emotional control. Discipline, focus, memory, energy, almost everything. A tired brain becomes weaker, more impulsive, easier to control. That's why exhausted people often stay trapped in cycles they hate. Because exhaustion destroys clarity, and clarity changes lives. But stay with me, because this is where everything changes. One day, you realize 2 a.m. was never the real problem. The real problem was the life you kept escaping from every night, the stress you ignored, the future you delayed, the habits you knew were damaging you. And suddenly, the late nights stop feeling comforting. They start feeling expensive. Because one of the scariest things in life is realizing years disappear the same way nights do. Quietly, repeatedly, almost unnoticed, until eventually you look at your life and wonder where all the time went. That realization destroys people because deep down, everybody knows when they are wasting themselves. So maybe tonight has to be different. Maybe tonight you stop escaping. Maybe tonight you finally choose to protect your future instead of temporarily avoiding reality. Close the app, turn off the screen, sleep, because one day from now, months from now, years from now, you either remember countless nights where you slowly destroyed your potential in silence, or remember the night you finally decided your life mattered more than another hour of distraction. 2 a.m. again, but maybe not forever.